Greetings everyone, hey, how you doing? It's Matt Sella. Today we are doing a special spoiler review for The Owl House Season 1, Episode 12, titled Adventures in the Elements. Joined here via satellite radio, it's my good friend Mark. How you doing out there, buddy?
I'm contemplating if I'll be winding up in the baby class by the time this is all over. The stress is killing me. This is so hard.
I know, buddy. It's been a while since I've seen your face. It's been a while since I've seen anyone's face. When will this lift? Who knows? We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about fictional magic shows.
You have a face?
Evidently I do, and at first I thought it was just a skull. Anyway, before we get started, folks, may I remind you that audio-only versions do go up a little bit before the video ones, so if you want to hear those over the videos, be sure to check out my Spotify channel and follow it if you will. Otherwise than that, we got a bunch of other reviews that we've done. Ivan and I, we did Song of the Sea, 2014 animated Irish movie, and I also did a Season 1 review for BNA, Brand New Animal, an animation created by Studio Trigger. So be sure to explore the channel and have some fun. Anywho, with all that out of the way, Mark, why don't you let the fine folks know what was this episode, Adventures in the Elements, all about?
Oh, I'm glad you asked, Matt. After having her Azura book returned to her from Amity, Luz goes into the knee for training in wild magic. While there, she accidentally agitates a Yeti-like creature known as the Slither Beast while attempting to use shortcuts and methods Ida doesn't approve of, and while stealing Amity's training wand. Will she be able to save all her captured friends from the clutch of the otherwise usually fairly peaceful Slither Beast? Or will she learn that she was in the wrong? Probably, but more other than that, will she learn a second spell so she won't wind up in the baby class in her new school life experience? All this and more, plus an uprising of teddy bears and vegetables on this week's episode of The Owl House. And overall, I think this was a really fun episode, really moved the plot forward in a lot of key areas. It was really fun to see how Luz's glyph magic will be acting moving forward and how she possibly will learn new magic through nature and elements as opposed to some of the more conventional methods, especially since she's human. And Amity's twins come back. I'm still not 100% sure how I'm supposed to feel about them. I guess they're cool now, but I liked them a lot more than I did in the library episode, that's for sure. And Amity actually really is kind of becoming a favorite of mine. I really do like her now, and I feel for the Slither Beast. It was not its fault. It was provoked by people coming into its natural environment, and justice for the Slither Beast. That is my response to that. Matt, what did you think? I know I liked the episode. Did you?
Oh, I absolutely did. Matter of fact, I felt like this episode really shined when it came to its humor as well as Ida in general. Like, major shout out to Wendy Malick, who voices Ida. I just loved a lot of her one-liners in this episode. And like I said before, the humor I thought was pretty good in this. Obviously not like laugh out loud comedian type stuff. There were a lot of great like little gags and situations that just kind of had me chuckling the whole way through. And it was just a lot of fun to get that lighthearted moment, but also at the same time, this episode continued to explore the training and relationship between Luz and Ida, learning new magic and all that stuff. And I thought it did a really fantastic job building the lore of how magic and witches work in this universe. And it makes me quite curious because Luz, being a human, she obviously doesn't have that, if you remember correctly, weird organ thing attached to her other organs inside her body to house the magic. She kind of needs to draw magic outside of herself in order to manipulate. And I liked how this episode explored the purpose of the glyphs and their connection to the elements. And that's how Luz needs to get into the whole wild magic aspect of everything. And I just thought that was a really fun concept to explore, and I really hope we continue to build off of that.
No, I totally agree. Voice acting always very strong. Edith just continues to be another, probably original main character for me. She has a great moment where she tries to get some vegetables to cook themselves for her, and that goes great. And apparently she's tried it more than once, and she's surprised that she always expects a different outcome from it. But props to her. That's creepy. Hootie has a lot of fun in this episode. He now, I'm pretty sure, has PTSD after trying to overthrow an army of stuffed animals made by King using a similar potion that Edith used on the vegetables. And
quick interjection there. I'm actually really glad that vegetable joke actually came full circle with King's thing. Like, the gags were not just a one and done thing. They actually utilized them to other situations. I thought they did a good job there.
Absolutely. It was really solid overall. And I have to say, if I were to be blunt, granted, we've only had 2 episodes, probably my favorites so far. And actually, out of even a few of the other ones, I'd say this one was really good. I don't know. There was something really just charming about watching the process of learning a new glyph and seeing it in the stars and everything. I unironically felt very natural, very organic, and it kind of just all clicked, which I think is something really cool.
Yeah, Mark, I really don't have any cons, to be honest with you. I 100% agree with you. It was very organic. It progressed the overall story, at least how Luce is going to learn new magic and stuff. And we had a lot of great moments. And I would say maybe like King and Hootie's B plot was a little pointless and interjected in the main story a little bit, but it didn't bother me. I still love King, and it's always fun to see Hootie get some spotlight moments. So overall, I say it's a pretty solid episode.
Yeah, we just want nice things for Hootie.
Exactly. Hoot hoot. Anywho, you heard our opinion, but now we want to hear yours. Let us know in the comment section below. What did you think of Adventures in the Elements, Season 1, Episode 12? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Share your thoughts. Join the conversation. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, ring that bell to be notified when new videos drop. And if you want to support me directly, please consider going to my Patreon, which, by the way, we have a couple new art pieces there that I made out of leisure, and I'm also working on some new emoticons for the official Discord channel. So if you become a pledge member and you're able to join the Discord, you might see a couple cute little surprises we have for the community. Oh, and also if you want to do a one-time donation, don't want to pledge, consider donating at my Streamlabs. Links are in the description below. This is Matt, Sella.
And this is Mark.
Thanking you all for tuning in.